Hello!
How are you?
How are you doing?
Good.
You are Sonic.
I told you, man!
Can you say gotta go fast?
Nossa, faz de novo, porque eu tava assim, viajando na mesa.
Do susto de novo! Estamos aqui correndo com velocidade, como se deve, porque
Todas
Sonic
as moedas
3,
estão caindo.
Todas as moedas da Bebel já foram perdidas.
Todas foram embora.
Mas estamos aqui para falar de Sonic 3, porque entrevistamos o elenco, o pessoal que faz a dublagem no Brasil, o pessoal que faz a dublagem lá fora. E o que eu fiz? O que eu fiz? Eu me vesti de ouriço azul! Eu fui de Sonic!
Fábio estava mais rápido do que tudo e todos.
Maravilhoso.
E mais suado que todo mundo também.
Mais suado do que
Ninguém
todo mundo.
nunca suou tanto. E realmente nesse calor como sua bunda mesmo. Porque eu fiquei com o popô molhado pra caramba. Foi muito calor. Porque a ideia...
Popôzinho
Só fazer uns
dele.
bastidores antes de mostrar a entrevista. Porque a ideia foi boa. Mas a teoria é ótima. Pô, vou
Mas
entrevistar o
tava
elenco de
33
Sonic.
graus, né?
33 graus.
E tinha chovido no dia anterior, tava uma sauna ao ar
Tava
livre.
uma sauna aquela fantasia. Então assim, eu entrava e ficava tipo... Ai, meu Deus, tava suando muito, mas foi muito legal essa entrevista. A gente vai falar sobre games, a gente fala sobre as cenas favoritas deles em Sonic. Tem muita coisa bacana, é uma das entrevistas mais divertidas que eu fiz na minha vida. E vocês vão ver que horas?
Agora.
Beleza, vamos lá! Hora do show!
You look great.
Yeah, thank
You look fantastic. And you got the red shoes.
Yes, I think I can say I'm really excited.
Okay, good.
Vocês acharam que eu sou fã? Eu não sei.
Eu acho que você
Até
não
o
é fã.
tênis,
Eu acho que colocaram forçosamente em você essa roupa pra já, porque todo mundo entrou assim.
Hi, Sonic.
Hello!
How are you?
How are you doing?
Good.
Where have you been?
Here, there, everywhere, throwing baseball to myself. You know how it
We
is.
teach you how to be self-entertained.
Yes, that's how I dress every day.
I love it.
I can't deny it. Yes, it's perfect because.
Probably not practical with the weather, but
Yeah.
who cares?
Yeah,
You
who
look
cares?
fantastic.
I'm committed to the bit. I'm going to the
Yes.
end. I'm sweating like crazy, but
It's worth it.
it's worth it every time because it's Sonic. Okay, so how you doing, guys?
We're awesome.
You're great.
Thank you so much for having me. As you can tell, I'm a bit of a fan of Sonic.
I couldn't tell.
No, not at all.
First of all, I want to say thank you for having me. And what is the top 3 moments in the franchise until now?
Top 3 moments in the franchise. Well, you just provided the third one.
Yes!
Yes, there we go. There's a moment at the end of the first film where we kind of welcome him into our family. And it was the sort of birth of this relationship where it comes from being a sort of a buddy dynamic more into a father and, mother and father figure for him. That was a real important moment to me.
I think us like in Hawaii,
Yeah.
the second one, like
Yeah.
that was super fun.
It was.
To shoot and also and also to be part of the action. I think that was really fun. And the volleyball part where
Yeah.
all the guys who had muscles.
Yeah. That was my least favorite.
He was left out. It was great.
So in this new movie, I think the movie's great. I really like it. There are a couple scenes that I think are some of the best scenes in the whole franchise. There's a fight that happens with Shadow and Team Sonic at the very beginning of the movie, like near the beginning of the movie, that I think is amazing. And the CG is unbelievable. It's incredible. Then the other movies, one of my favorite scenes of the whole thing is, remember when Sonic is playing baseball in the first one? I think it's like an incredible way to introduce the character, and then he's lonely, and then he's hurting, you know what I mean? And then introducing his power and how strong he is. So that's one of my favorite things. And then the thing that a lot of kids come up to me and tell me is the dance scene in the second one. People love, oh my God, are you about to do the whole dance?
I'm about to do. You should do it with me.
I don't even know what the dance is. I watch you do it.
What, can I do it? I like the
Let's
first
see.
one when you go.
right. Perfect. Great.
Oh yeah, baby! A Sonic 1, a Big Tank 0!
You are Sonic.
I told you, man.
Can you say gotta go fast?
Can we say it with me?
You go on 3, ready? I'll do it in the Sonic voice. 1, 2, 3.
Gotta go fast.
Feels good, doesn't it?
feels amazing.
Yeah, it feels like you're dressed for a part.
Manolo, quero que você fale o que esse personagem significa pra você, que você dubla ele há muitos e muitos anos.
Para mim, eu já tinha falado antes, é uma responsabilidade muito grande pelo seguinte: ele tem uma representatividade muito grande junto a crianças autistas, a criança de uma forma geral. E na pandemia aconteceu de me pedirem os pais para mandar áudio para as crianças, porque imagina a criança autista quando ficou trancada em casa, quebrou a rotina, isso é ruim. Aí me pediu, olha, fala com ele, tem que escovar o dente, tem que isso. Eu comecei a mandar os áudios, que às vezes não dá para mandar para todo mundo. Eu falei, cara, eu tenho que responder todo mundo, eu não posso deixar um sem. Sabe, é uma responsabilidade grande. Esse personagem eu destaco assim, de todos eles, com uma grande responsabilidade por causa das crianças.
Pra mim é incrível, não sei pra você, Cossielo, que é... Eu vejo o Sonic e eu consigo imaginar você na hora. É muito
se
louco.
emociona, quem é fã, fica próximo do Manolo, chega a se emocionar.
Não, é um absurdo.
Legal essa bolinha mágica, meio assustadora. Na verdade é muito assustadora.
Animado num ponto pra esse filme que eu não consigo explicar. Vocês já viram por algumas coisas do filme, provavelmente. O que vocês podem falar que a gente pode esperar do filme?
Você pode esperar o Sonic, o Tails, o Knuckles e o Shadow, cara.
Ele já chegou tentando tirar spoiler.
É a primeira coisa que ele faz.
Mas vai deixar eu animado, vai cumprir minhas expectativas.
Vou falar
Vai superar.
poucas coisas. Vai superar. Porque eu tive a oportunidade já de ver o filme, legal demais. O que dá pra falar aí?
Vai ter velocidade.
Vai ter tudo que o fã quer ver. É basicamente isso. Então a expectativa vai ser além.
Did you ever play Sonic Adventure 2?
Yes.
Oh my goodness, everything's gonna be great. As you know, Shadow is a huge member of the Sonic family and has a huge backstory and it's amazing. So we really do it justice. We do a really good job. So if you're a big fan of Shadow, the ultimate life form, if you're a big fan of Team Sonic, which is the three of us teaming up, Knuckles, Tails, and it makes the real fans, like the people who've been around for a long time, it'll make you so happy. And it'll make the people who've never seen it before get introduced to all these characters in like the best way.
Yes.
It's gonna be great.
Shadow, who presents a whole new level of challenge for the Sonic, Team Sonic. And yeah, I think he's getting older and growing up and discovering more of his power. And I think with Shadow, he represents his most formidable adversary up until this point. So there's that. You see Jim Carrey doing sort of double the fun this time. He's playing his grandfather as well. And I think just the scope of these movies continue to multiply and grow. Like we're in so many places. We're in London, we're in Tokyo, and it's explosive, even more so than the first two. And yet still is going to be something that the parents are going to enjoy and the kids are going to enjoy as well.
Yeah.
And also share that together.
Or even if you're not a parent, like you're gonna enjoy it.
What is the hardest thing to act with a CGI character?
So much easier than acting with a real person. So much easier.
I know.
Because you can control that. Some you can't really control. I'm not naming any names.
No. And I think it has evolved, but I think, you know, we got to use our imagination, and the first one was more of a tennis ball, and then it evolved into a 3D character that they had made for us. And then it evolved into these amazing puppeteers who voiced the voice and moved their mouths. And it kind of elevated as everything else elevated. And that's what we do. We use our imaginations, and Sonic is too adorable. The words, he's just so adorable that you can imagine him saying these things.
Yes.
You know.
So I'm sending my resume to the studio. I can be the standing for Sonic.
Perfect.
But
You're a little tall.
Yeah. Can you be shorter?
Yeah. Yes, I'll try to be shorter. I don't know how, but I'll try to be shorter.
All right, boys, try and keep up.
Your first Sonic game
Yes.
that you played, what is your favorite Sonic game ever?
Okay, 1991 when Sonic came out with the Genesis. We call it Genesis, might have been Mega Drive.
here's Mega Drive.
Mega Drive. So it was Genesis first, Mega Drive here. It became where if you got a Genesis, you got the game, and it says like not for resale on it. So that was the first time I played it, but I played that, 2, 3, the expansion, and then like played Sonic Adventure 2. My favorite is 2. I think Sonic 2 is unbelievable. I think the music is amazing. I think the graphics. The first one introducing how fast a video game can go, not even just Sonic, but just how quick the game was. They upped it in 2, and I was blown away by 2 when I was a kid. So for me, growing up, I was a very big video game fan. I'm assuming you were as well.
Yes.
So it's like, that game to me was so impressive. I was so impressed. And then the other games were obviously incredible.
Yes.
What was your favorite?
My favorite, I think, is 2 because the idea of Tails helping him.
The best. And helping you
fly.
And then like later on you could have a second controller and someone's playing with you.
And that was something that when I played, it was like, oh my god, that's so new, that's so different.
Eu nunca sei o nome dos jogos. Eu joguei o primeiro, eu tinha um videogame Dynacon, que é o equivalente ao Atari, só que eu não vou lembrar, é lá dos primórdios. Os nomes, eu não guardo os nomes, eu não tô guardando nome de filme, é tanto nome pra guardar.
É muito difícil dizer. Tem o Sonic Adventure, que é um clássico, uma referência, inclusive, gigantesca do filme. Tem muitos jogos bons.
Whatever the original was, I mean, my brother played more than I did. I had the brother who wouldn't let you like touch the games. Like, no.
I was that brother.
Oh, it was you.
Yes.
It's crazy. I just feel like I'm in a little girl's dream because it's like I'm watching you right now and, you know, playing it when you were a little kid. It's amazing.
Yeah, I think the original Sonic was the one I played the most.
Didn't we play what is it called? Adventures of Sonic?
Yeah, where they're like snowboarding down the streets of San Francisco.
Yeah.
We played that one a little bit, yeah. But they're classics. I mean, there's a reason why people
love
around the world know about Sonic.
With Shadow's power, we can rule humanity. When we're done, there won't be anything left to rule.
I want to ask you about the games, because you work in a game of Sonic. Which one and how was the experience back then?
So, Shadow the Hedgehog, after his original debut in Sonic Adventure 2, very popular, smash hit. Everyone wanted more and more and more. And so Sega responded and they gave him his own game, Shadow the Hedgehog. So I was working for an animation company called Blur Studio. It was like, I just moved out to LA. It was very early in my professional career. And I got the opportunity to work on Shadow the Hedgehog on the cinematics. So the cinematics are basically like little video clips that are created to promote the gameplay, the look of the characters. So we did this sequence of Shadow riding a motorcycle and fighting all the bad guys and doing his little teleports and all this great little fight choreography. We had a blast. Like everyone was just like, this character is awesome. Like we enjoyed, loved working with him. Definitely made an impression on me. So here, 20 years later, to be sitting here talking to you about Shadow in a movie is incredible. Like I can't even wrap my head around it.
Yes, when I saw him in the motorcycle in teleportation in the trailer, I was like, my God, they did it. And when I saw your name and that you worked on the game, I was like, that's why. Our community is called Entre Migas. It's like a slang for friends. It's like between friends.
Entre migas?
Migas.
Migas. Oh, like amigas, but migas.
Amigas, yes. Now we are between friends. Yes. We are entre migas. Now I have three quick questions. You answer the first thing that comes to your mind, right? Movie or a TV show that you are watching right now besides Sonic?
I'm going back in time and watching Breaking Bad.
Oh, that's good.
I've never seen it. I'm on the second season now.
Oh, I just watched This Ends With Us with Blake Lively.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Blake Lively. You didn't see it? It was good.
Eu terminei agora The Boys.
The Boys.
Cara, é porque eu tenho problema, porque eu tô dirigindo, eu queria falar, mas eu tô dirigindo, eu não posso. Que eu acho sensacional, uma série nova que vai sair, eu não posso falar o nome.
Uma série nova que vai sair, em breve nós vamos descobrir.
Slow Horses. Have you seen The Bear?
Yes.
The Bear I think is fantastic.
Fantastic.
I loved it. You know, movie I loved? I loved Inside Out too.
Yes.
I love Pixar movies. I thought that movie was so good.
Perfect. Now,
what about you? We're supposed to be friends. What are yours?
Yes. My favorite right now, I watched the season 3 of The Bear. I was not so big fan.
Okay, what's your big one?
But I watch right now X-Files. I'm watching again.
The original X-Files?
The original X-Files, and it's so good.
I bet, dude. I bet.
And now your favorite compliment.
Oh.
You curse well. Yeah. Favorite compliment? Do you want that you want to hear for yourself? Yeah.
My favorite compliment?
She's going through the
There's so many.
the filing cabinet in her head. Great laugh.
I love when people are like, you're so kind. I'm like, who treats you guys terrible? They're like, a lot of people. Yeah, I love that you're so kind.
Yeah, I didn't know that those people were so full of your curse words.
What is your favorite compliment?
Yeah, I guess you're so kind is a good
Oh,
one. I've never heard it. I've never heard it. So maybe that's why I want to hear it.
Sure.
Elogia porque tem elogios que não encaixam, né? Tipo, eu ia falar maravilhosa, só que eu falo isso pra minha mulher.
Não, eu acho que o melhor elogio é sempre, você tá bem.
Você tá
Pô,
bem.
tá top hoje.
That people enjoy working on my movies.
I'll tell someone when I can see, I'm being very sincere, when I see someone like put themselves out there and be very loving towards people, I'll say they're a very heart-forward person. And I love that. Like
Heart-forward.
Yeah, like they put their heart out first and they're being very real with you and very like loving with you. That is that's what I come with.
One last thing that I want to ask is that you recommend a few Sonic games.
The Sonic Shadow Generations, which just came out, which I've had very little time to play because I've been finishing the movie, but from what I have played is awesome. So I would definitely go back to that. I'd send people back to where it all began, with Sonic 1, if they haven't checked it out yet. The original, that laid the blueprint for 30 years of games. And then, I'll throw Sonic Adventure 2 into the mix because that is, hands down, has been the blueprint for what we've done with this movie. And I think fans will be able to see that.
Now, first 3 games that you love, but not Sonic.
Zelda, the Zelda franchise is huge. Again, go back to Legend of Zelda in the early NES days. Golden Axe, which is another Sega game, which OG, Genesis stuff that I just was kind of obsessed with. And then they just came out with a Capcom versus Marvel collection, which is the fighting stuff. And I love all the Marvel versus Capcom, Street Fighter versus Marvel. I mean, just all those games. I love them so much. So I'm definitely playing a lot of that.
3 games that you love besides
Keep
Sonic.
going.
Okay, just one more.
This is great. Keep going for as long as you want. You got 2 more questions, please.
3 games that you love besides Sonic.
Oh my God, we could do this forever. Okay, ready? So American Final Fantasy 3, which I think might be Final Fantasy 6 in Japan, I forget. One of the best games. The only game that beats that in my head is Chrono Trigger, which I think is maybe the best video game, in my head, one of the best video games of all time. And I'll give an indie one just so we don't do all consoles. But Inside, there's a game called Inside. It's a small game it's gorgeous. But I'm obsessed with, I like going back to all the games that I grew up with because I'm such a video game fan. And when I was a kid, I lived on video games. That's it was my bread and butter, was everything. But I played everything. What were yours?
Mine was Hollow Knight right now.
Oh my God, beat it. Impossible. So hard.
So hard.
It takes so
beautiful.
Long. And those last few bosses when you're at the
Oh
end,
my
over and over and over again.
I was about to, I can't play these anymore.
Have you ever played Ori and the Blind Forest or Ori and Will o' the Wisp?
Just the first.
It's amazing.
It's amazing.
And
The
made me
second
cry.
one,
Second one, same. So good. Okay, what's your other one?
And my other one that I play right now, I always have to put a Zelda in.
Same. What's your favorite Zelda?
Breath of the Wild. Ocarina of Time was the best for a long time, but Breath of the Wild was so.
What's the newest one? I've beaten all of them except for
the
Wind
new
Waker.
I forgot the name of it right now.
But I think it's even better than Breath.
Yes.
Yeah.
Both.
And Link to the Past for me was
Oh man.
Yeah.
So beautiful, so perfect. Man, we can do this forever, but you are so heartful.
Oh my God!
Thank you so much, man.
Thank you. Nice to meet you, brother.
It was nice to meet you
so nice to meet you.
Olha, vocês estão bem, vocês estão tops. Muito obrigado pela entrevista de vocês e pelo tempo, cara. Thank you, guys. You are so kind. You are so kind too. For the first time.
Yeah.
And you.
Oh, thank you so
Committed.
much. Yes.
Yes.
I'm sweating, but I'm here and I'm committed to the beach and I'm going to the end.
Yeah.
We appreciate that.
I can't say that I love to work on your films, but I can say that I love to do an interview with you.
Oh,
Thank you so
man.
much for your time, and I can't wait to watch Sonic 3.
You're gonna love it, I promise.
I hope so, and I'm so excited.
Next time you're gonna be dressed as Shadow. That's
Yes, we're gonna do the next time too.
I'll put money on it now.
Yes.
All right.
Sir, thank
Great meeting you,
so
man.
much.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Life's all about the choices we make. Remember to listen to your heart. You're gonna make the right choice when it matters the most.
Ben Schwartz pediu pra passar o tempo.
Pronto.
O homem olhou no
Você
meu
ganhou
olho.
na vida.
Vitórias.
Você ganhou na vida.
Ele olhou e falou: o papo tá muito bom, faz mais 2 perguntas aí.
Essa não é nem pequenas
Isso.
vitórias, essas são vitórias
Vitórias.
mesmo.
Vitórias.
Vitórias.
Isso,
Quem
isso.
conhece ele como John Ralphio sabe.
Sabe? Ele é o cara.
Technically, I'm homeless.
Foi muito divertido. James Marsden também falando comigo como se eu fosse o Sonic. Foi um momento mágico. Então, assim, foi muito da hora. Eu amei esse elenco.
Paramount, te amamos.
Muito obrigado pela oportunidade de falar com esse elenco maravilhoso. Vá ver Sonic no cinema também, porque esse filme é o quê? Jim Carrey falou que ia se aposentar e falou que só voltaria se tivesse um roteiro de ouro entregado pelos anjos.
Os anjos trouxeram esse filme pra
E ele
gente.
voltou.
Sonic 3, é isso.
É o Shadow, cara. Beijo. Xixi like. Curte o vídeo, faça tudo. Hypa. Vamos lá. Beijo.